session. So today we're going to be working on the shoulders and the upper limb. So, as usual, find yourself a place to stand. I'm going to move you guys back a bit so you can actually see what I'm doing. That's better. Okay, so find yourself a place to stand and stand with your feet just wider than shoulder width apart. Begin to breathe. Close your eyes and pay attention to the internal space inside your body. Relax into your feet. Ask yourself whether your feet are standing equally. So is your weight distributed evenly left to right? Is your weight distributed evenly front to back? And still with your eyes closed, I'd like you to make small adjustments in your hips so that your weight is then 50-50 front to back in your feet and 50-50 left to right. So once you've found that 50-50 weight position, what I'd like you to do is begin with slightly bent knees to rotate your arms. And this is a nice Tai Chi warm-up. And just begin to rotate your arms, throwing them around you with your body. So your arms should be relaxed and you should be throwing your arms around you, using the rotation throughout your whole body. Letting your head follow the movement. Just at the beginning while your spine begins to warm up. And start to try and feel how the spine is moving as well in these rotation movements. Just pay attention, particularly to the space in between your shoulder blades. Is that contributing to this movement as much as it could be? So a little bit more vigorous now, a little bit more of a swing, and I want you to now keep your head fixed forwards. Beginning to get some counter rotation in the neck and in the arms. So you should start to feel that neck mobilizing as you're throwing your arms around your body, getting your whole spine warmed up into rotation. And relax and begin to circle your wrists. Circling your wrists, and as you go out, I would like you to be splaying your fingers. So you're circling, splaying, gripping, circling, splaying, gripping. My wrists are clicking this morning, and that's totally normal if you're experiencing clicks in the wrist. What that usually is tendons just moving over little bits of bone, which is entirely normal. Keep circling the wrists, opening and closing the hands. And begin now to clench your fists, giving your wrists a rest, but starting to work the muscles in your forearms. So these ones are grabbing, and you're imagining you're grabbing something really hard, like you're trying to catch a fly. And you want some pressure with your fingertips into your palms. And these grabs, they do burn. And I want you to be holding your arms out in front of you. Keep grabbing. And now your arm's going to go out to the side. Keep grabbing. Nice warm up for the whole forearms and hands, this one. And grabbing out to the side. And now the difficult one. 3, 2, 1. Grab over your head. Reaching up as you do so. Oof, I worked out my arms yesterday, and this is not easy today. Keep grabbing. Okay, back down to the front and rest. Allow your wrists to shake. Shake out your wrists. Oof, that was hard today. Okay. So wrists and arms nice and warmed up now, I think it's time that we got the shoulders involved. So, for these shoulders, what we're going to do is just go into a nice opening movement. So you're going to be reaching out with your arms nice and wide, allowing that to feel a little stretch in your chest as your arms go back into extension, and then closing again, giving yourself a hug. See if you can pat yourself on the back. Now this is great as a really dynamic chest and back warm-up. So if you were then to go and do press-ups, which we may do today, then it's really useful to begin with this kind of movement in order to dynamically warm up the muscles in your pecs and your chest, and also in your shoulder blades. So another 10 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and relax your arms. Roll out your shoulders, shake them out a little bit. Now we're going to go into some reaching. Now this is not going to be conventional reaching, it's more like punching. So in order to get yourself into a proper position, what I want you to do is stand in an easy lunge. Not that you're loading your legs to the point where it feels like it's difficult, but just a lunge. It's almost like a step forwards, really. Sink down into your knees and raise the back heel off the floor so that you're on the ball of the foot on the back, but you're not allowing that heel to rest. What that allows is just a little bit of rotation to occur in the hips. Now if you ever want to punch anybody, hopefully you don't ever get into that situation, but if you ever want to put some power behind a punch, your punch needs to come from this back heel. So I want you just to experiment rotating that back heel outwards, so you're pushing the back heel out, rotating your body to the left hand side if you have your left leg forwards. If you had your right leg forwards, it would be to the right. So just practice that rotation movement and notice how automatically as you rotate, you can reach forwards. It almost throws your arm forwards. And this is the kind of reaching we're going to be doing. So keep that rotation going and begin to reach. And we're going to do 50. So starting from now, right arm, left arm, that's 1, 2, 3, 4. Make sure you're rotating that back leg. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, a little bit faster, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50. Great. Woo. Give your arms a little shake and swap legs. I'm going to do 50 on the other side. So get that stance, and if you're feeling you're getting off balance, bring your stance a little bit wider. So just take that back leg and step it a little bit wider away, and that will allow you to be a little bit more solid in the ground. Keeping that back heel off the ground so you've got a nice ability to rotate. And 50 punches, starting with this time the right hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Good pace. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. A little bit faster. 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36. Keep going. 37, 38, 39, 40. Really reach. 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50. Fantastic. Oh, okay, heart rate's going up a little bit now. Everything's beginning to get really nice and warmed up. And you're going to get your shoulders rolling. So, rolling your shoulders backwards. And with these shoulder rolls, I want you to get the maximum range out of your shoulders. So really find the limits of your shoulder roll. And I'm totally fine for you to allow that to bend in the spine a little bit. So notice as I'm going forwards, I bend a little bit, backwards I arch. Flexion, extension as you roll. And we're going to do 20 of these. Starting now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, oof, these are burning a lot today, 10, 11, 12, yeah, getting difficult, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, nice, okay, warm shoulders. Right, we need to continue with these elbows. So, we're going to get you to reach above your head and down. But in order to do this, you're going to bend your elbows up first. So almost like you're touching your shoulders, touching the sky, touching your shoulders, touching the thighs. Okay, so that is shoulder touch to get your biceps engaged, touch the sky, shoulder touch, ground. Shoulder touch, sky, shoulder touch, ground. And we're going to do 50. So, ready your arms, and begin to just have your feet shoulder like a little bit wider than shoulder width, slight bend in the knees so your legs are engaged. Why not get the legs stronger at the same time as we do this movement? And 50, starting now. Shoulder touch, sky, shoulder touch, down. 1, 2, 3, 4, oh, this is going to get hard, 5, 6, 7, 8, keep touching those shoulders, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Rotate your body to the right, sorry, to the left. 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. Keep your feet where they were. 27, 28, 29, 30. Body to the left. 32, 33, 34, 36, yep, burning now. 7, 38, come on, you can do it. 39, 40, back to the center. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 more. 5, 6, 7, 8, keep going, 9, 10, that is 50, fantastic, and shake out your shoulders, shake out your arms. Okay, so now, we're just going to get the mid-back working, because the shoulders and the mid-back work all the time in synchrony. And particularly when we've been sitting at a desk for a long period of time, we tend to arch in the upper back, and bring our head forwards, and sit in this kind of type of position for extended periods. And what we want to do with these next series of movements is really just act to open up that mid-back between the shoulder blades and really get that to learn again how to extend and open. And in order to do that, we're going to use the shoulder blades to help us out. So very similar to that chest opening movement we started with today, what I would like you to do is repeat that but slowly. And just want you to pay attention as you reach with your arms outwards to the movement in your shoulder blades. And I want you to feel those shoulder blades coming together at the back. Bringing the arms forwards again and rounding them with palms down and away from each other. I want you to then feel how your shoulder blades in this position come across your chest. So when you are opening and your palms are facing the sky, your shoulder blades close together. Feel that skin pinching in between your shoulder blades. When you reach them forwards, rotating your arms so the backs of your hands are facing together, palms away. And feel how your shoulder blades then move across your mid-back, your rib cage. And now I just want you to begin to expand that movement a little bit by, when your shoulders pinch at the back, just lift your head and your chest towards the sky. Almost like you're opening yourself to the world. And when you close and your palms come together as you reach forwards at the front, I want you just to hollow out that chest, looking down towards the floor and really trying to make an arch, bringing your shoulder blades across your ribs as much as you can. And we're going to repeat this 20 times. So, starting now, I'm going to start with the forwards movement. So looking down, reaching forwards, palms away from each other and backs of the hands together. Really reach forwards, hollow out that chest. Come back and out. Open the chest to the world. Look up. Feel the shoulder blades close at the back. And forwards. Reaching palms together. Looking down. Feeling that stretch. Opening up. Palms towards the sky. And closing. So that's 3 so far, I think. Let's call it 3. Opening out a little bit faster from now and closing. And really just getting that opening and closing movement to coordinate between the spine and the shoulder blades. And your focus should be thinking about that chest. The arm movement will bring those shoulder blades together and apart in the right way as long as you are reaching forwards and reaching back. So focus on what the spine is doing. Rounding and lifting. I was forgetting about my head. This is number 10. 11. 12. Don't forget about that head. 13. 14. 15. I notice the shoulders burning. 16. 17. Keep going. 3 more. 18. 19. And last. 20. And relax. Let shoulders shake out. So, let's go into some really pleasant stretches for the shoulders. I think we have worked our shoulders and our arms a lot today already, and we need to gently stretch them out. So, in order to stretch, the first stretch we're going to do is a really pleasant tricep stretch. Everybody should know this one. What I want you to be doing is reaching behind you down to the nape of your neck, so right onto the back of your spine in the center here. And as you do so, I would like you to try and point your elbow upwards towards the sky. So you're trying to direct the tip of your elbow, the pointy bit, towards the sky, and at the same time trying to stop your back from arching. So the movement wants to come from your arm and not from your spine. In order to do this, it's useful to just tense the core muscles if you can. Reaching the elbow up, and you should feel that stretching just on the back of the arm there. If you don't feel it stretching enough, reach the other arm up to behind your head and bringing that elbow up towards the sky again. The objective of this movement is not to bring your arm back as much as possible, it's to bring your elbow towards the sky in a straight line as possible. And I want you to hold this for 10 breaths. Breathing deep, relaxing on the out breath. That's 1. 2. Actually, let's hold it for 5 and then switch to the other side. That's going to be enough. 3. 4. 5. Coming down, straightening out that arm. Bringing the other arm up, dropping that down, reaching to the base of your neck, pointing that elbow up towards the sky and assisting that upward movement of your elbow with your other arm. Taking 5 deep breaths. Try to relax the arm a little bit more on each out breath. Last one. Fantastic. Straighten your arm and bring it back down to the side. Now, taking the wrist and holding on to the wrist with your other hand, and you want to try and extend the wrist, so you're looking for a backwards bending in that wrist. And I want you to bring both your arms behind you. And as you bring both your arms behind you, just interlace the fingers and try and close those shoulder blades at the back. And you should begin to feel a stretch down your chest, down your biceps. And just breathe here, holding onto the arms, and see if you can really open that up. 5 breaths again, and just notice how the in-breath increases the stretch. Keeping your chin nice and high. Last breath. Relax on the out breath. Now don't unlock your fingers yet. Next movement I would like you to do is go into a nice wide stance with your legs and bend yourself forwards, opening your spine, looking down in between your legs and allowing your arms to rise up, stretching the arms back and over your head. And breathing for 3. 1. 2. 3. Coming back up. Initiating that movement of coming back up from your arms. Dropping back down. Resting them. Okay, so next movement is fantastic for the shoulder blades. So I want you to bring your arms together, touching your elbows in the front. And this may be a stretch for some people already. It's really nice if you vary the height of your elbows. So you just try and raise your arms up and down, looking for the different positions that feel like it stretches you the most. For those who are not feeling a stretch in this position, what you can do is you can place one elbow on top of the other. So you're in this position, and then close and wrap your arms around to try and place your palms together, and this will increase the amount of stretch on your shoulder blades at the back. For those who can't reach through, and some people's shoulders just don't allow them to, and that's fine, just stick with keeping your palms and your elbows together. Now from this position, I want you to start to increase the distance between your elbows and your chest. So try and really increase that space between your breastbone and your elbows. And this will automatically increase the stretch and bring the shoulder blades across your back a little bit more. And you're just going to slowly, really like snail's pace, transition from that increase in space to that closing again. So thinking about that distance between your elbows and your chest, And we're going to do this 5 times. So, reaching forwards. And for those who've got their elbows rotated and crossed, feel free to swap at any point. Reaching back, closing that distance, feeling the elbows against the chest again. And reaching forwards. That's 2. I'm going to swap. 3. 4. And it helps to breathe out as you increase that distance. And lastly, 5. Good. Bring your arms back down to your side. And shake out the arms a little bit. Now for your wrists. So for the wrists, a really nice stretch is for the fingers, pulling back, and just see how that feels. Some people feel a real pinch in their wrists when they do this, but others it feels comfortable. Hold for 5 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and switch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and bring the palms together in front of you and go down into a prayer position, pressing your fingers into each other at the very tips of the fingers. So you really want to generate some power into the fingertips, and this really helps to activate the muscles that you're stretching. And bring them up again, closing and back down, keeping that power in the fingers, really opening up those wrists. Good. Now in this position, open and close your fingers, keeping on pressing a little bit, and this will begin to work the muscles that lie in between the bones of the palm. Opening and closing those fingers, separating and really working in that stretch position. Good, come out and relax up at the top. Bending your wrists now, so placing the backs of your fingers together and trying, if you can, to push into the backs of the fingers now, just like you did with the tips. And push and stretch the wrists. And hold it for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come back out. Move your fingers, move your wrists, relax your arms, shake them out. Good, and we're going to finish with a roll down today. And with this roll down, we're going to focus on keeping the shoulders and the arms as relaxed as possible as we roll down and then restack. So start from a standing position where your feet are shoulder width, your knees are ever so slightly bent. That will allow some freedom of movement in your knees. Tuck your chin and begin to roll your spine down. Rolling down to open each vertebrae in sequence. And it's nice to do this with your eyes closed, just imagining each vertebrae opening up one by one as you roll down. Now, make sure that your shoulders and your arms are completely relaxed as you do this movement. Don't want you to feel any tension at all in the shoulders and the arms, and they will want to tense, so you will have to keep checking in and relaxing them. And that includes your neck, and your neck will want to look up. Don't let it, allow it just to point to the floor, so when you're finished with your roll down, you should be looking in between your knees. Breathe deep and relax. As you roll up, push the floor away from you, gripping with the toes. Make sure you engage the glutes to bring your lower back on top of your pelvis. Keep your arms relaxed. Keep checking in on those shoulders because they will want to tense up and do the work of your spine. Don't let them. Allow the movement of your spine to dictate the position of your shoulders. Rolling up with your head, imagining those vertebrae are forming a really solid stack and putting your head on top of that stack. Take a deep breath. And settle back into your body. Relaxing the muscles into your spine. Letting the bones do the work. And that's where we're going to finish today's session. Thank you very much for joining, everybody. I appreciate it.